failed the DAT twice, and I still got into dental school. Hello and welcome back to my channel, Ella Ever After. If you are here, it's because you saw the title of that video and you are nosy, and I'm so glad you are. Welcome, fellow nosy neighbor. Welcome to the neighborhood. It's real nice over here. I promise it's not ghetto. So yes, we're going to talk about how I failed the DAT twice and still got into dental school. So here we go. I took the DAT twice in 2022. I took it in July and I got a 14. Yes, 1-4. And I felt like, baby, did you put your damn name on the application? Did you spell your name right, Ralph? Did you spell your name right? And then I took it again in November of 22 and got the same score, 14. At that point, I'd already dealt with all the heaviness, the sadness, the depression, wondering, are you sure, God? What's the point, God? And I finally came to the place where I was like, you know what? At least you maintain, girl. That's all I had. At least you maintain. You didn't drop. You didn't score lower than a 14, but are you sure you put your name on the paper? Are you sure you put your name on the paper and you spelled it correctly? Like, help me out. Anyways, yeah, I applied to High Point University, Workman School of Dental Medicine, which is in High Point, North Carolina. Never heard of that school a day in my life before I applied, because it's a brand new program. My doctor at the time, after I had taken that DAT twice, had been looking, and he's always reading some kind of email, and he came across the email where our one of the doctors had donated so much money, and they would name the school after him, Dr. Rick Workman. Shout out to you, Doc. And he was like, Rafaela, he was Asian. Rafaela, they're opening a new school. You need to look into it. And I'm like, all right, cool, no problem. Let's look into this thing. And when I saw that they were not requiring the DAT, I was like, this might be it. So did all my research, looked at all the requirements, signed up for all the informationals they had virtually, and everything about that time of applying just felt different from previous times of applying for like dental school, even medical school. That's another story for another day. And so they had their last informational maybe about a month before. Well, the first informational I attended was like about a month or so before they actually opened their application, which they did not use your traditional ADIA website portal that you would traditionally use to apply for other dental programs. So I was cool with that, because that ADIA site, if you've ever tried to go through that portal to get the application together before you even start applying for schools, it's a booger in itself. Everything about the application process for most professional programs is so many hoops you got to jump through. It's like that is indeed a weeding out process all on its own, just to see if you really want it. Just trying to get the application together. And what made me feel so good about High Point is that they made it their mission, and they have made it their mission, to make this process so much simpler, cut out all the extra fluff, really get to know us as students and as people and as future dental professionals. And it just made the world of difference. So when they explained that, no, we don't want a personal statement. Because their thing was, you can buy a personal statement offline. And you can't. Can't argue with that. Then their thing was, the DAT score is not a direct correlation of whether or not you'll be a great dental professional once you become a doctor. I concur. I've met many doctors at this point working as a dental assistant where I'm like, why are you here? You should find something else to do. But hey, So I was so pleased to hear of a program who's like, no, we're not going to keep doing the same old thing just because it's what we've been doing all this time. Let's actually do something that makes sense and allow people like myself who normally would not ever have the opportunity to pursue higher education in dentistry the chance to do just that. And I thank God. That was nothing but God. Oh, that was nothing but God. So the application for High Point opened May 1st. My doctor and I were up on April, whatever the last day in April is, if it's 31st or 30th, I can't remember. That last day at midnight, me and Dr. Lee was up. I had already like pre-did all my answers to the questions, so I knew exactly what I wanted to write. I flew through that thing. He did his review and turned it in. We was done. The next day, my other doctor did her review, and I had a slight snafu with an old manager who played me a little bit, but that's okay. Because my other person came through that I found to do my last review, my old high school principal. Shout out to you, Dr. Lowe. And yeah, we made that thing shake. And all right, that was May 1st. Got it in the very first day. And then I heard back after taking my Casper Insight and Acuity test. It is different. It is like personality problem solving type test. Really cool though. I heard back from that. They gave me a percentile that always goes over my head. And then I heard from them, offered me an interview in July. And then I went for my interview on August the 11th, all of last year. So you apply for dental school a year in advance for those who do not know. Like most professional schools, it's a year in advance. From there, even on the day of the interview, it was totally different. Like I just knew from watching other dental students who have had YouTube channels, it was going to be just like super cutthroat, very intimidating. It was none of that. Like from the time I got to campus, even when I got up that morning, just putting on my outfit, I was like, yeah, something's different this time. It felt good. I didn't feel as anxious. And I guess it's not a guessing. I know this because I finally got to the place where I was like, you know what, God, I can take it or leave it. I want what you want for me more than anything else. So if I get in, cool. If I don't get in, still cool. And yeah, did the interview. It was amazing. Everybody at the school was so welcoming. Even the others that were there with us, you could tell it was a different kind of vibe in there the entire time, different kind of energy, different kind of spirit. And I absolutely loved it. And I found out that I got into dental school on Halloween, one of my other favorite holidays. Woo, yeah, found out I got into dental school on Halloween. And yeah, I start classes on Monday. So that's that. And there'll be more to come. Stick around. This is the official relaunching of my channel. Hopefully you would like to hear more because I'm going to share all that I can that they allow me to about my university and share what I can about my dental journey as well as everything else that's happened in my life, y'all. It's a lot that's happened in the last few years. So thanks so much again for being a nosy neighbor, and I will see you all next time. Bye.